Hey everyone, it's Kimberly Shipley. How are y'all tonight? Um, I just had to do another chat session tonight. I've door dashed all day. I know y'all kind of get tired of hearing the same thing, but I always want to put one video out a day. So no matter what it is, if it's just me chatting with you, and since I have actually worked all day, I'm again exhausted and I'm not able to do painting. I done something is wrong with my shoulder. I know I'd said that in a previous video, but something just don't feel right in there. And I don't think I could, I could just feel it popping. I don't think I could do a paintbrush tonight at all. And also being out in the weather door dashing's got my breathing acting up tonight. Um, I do want to mention, if people don't think I have a chronic lung infection, there's one of my medicines is what I take. It's an inhaler. I can't take it right now, but I take 2 puffs in the morning and that's it. It's very strong medicine. It helps keep me open up in there. And there's my inhaler, Ventolin, anyway, that I have to take as needed just when I get out of oxygen. At the end, when I was door dashing day, I was wheezing and things, and I do want to let everybody know that what happened to me, what causes this, is probably due to black mold, they're thinking. I showed a picture of what was in the house to my lung doctor, and he said it definitely could have caused it, but again, it done the damage, so you kind of can't undo damage that's already been done. So I don't know if this could have been from mowing. Maybe it's from the heat today. It has been really hot getting in and out of the car. But there at the last, I got to wheezing, and so I was just having to take puffs off my Ventolin inhaler. Which my channel ain't really about my lung infection, even though I talk about it. It's like this. I try to explain to everybody and be truthful. I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me, or, I'm not out to try to get anybody to send me anything or nothing like that. I want to make money on YouTube from being monetized off AdSense. So the only thing I ask from each and every one of y'all is to watch my videos. So, just wanted to kind of touch base and let everybody know, hey, just because I'm sick doesn't mean that I'm wanting anything from anybody. I don't. But it kind of follows along my story on, I've got a chronic condition. My doctor, I asked him this, I said, am I going to die early? And he said, you can live to be as old as anybody else. He said, but we got to be on top of things. Just like I've got a refill on steroids. I got to go pick it up in the morning. I've got to go to my pharmacy to do that. And I'll probably be painting the whole house after I start a day or two of taking that. So, yes, I'm getting back to painting Caleb's room. But me having this lung condition, I want to let y'all know about the true story about me. And the reason why I hadn't got to the painting yet. So when I get on here and you're not seeing a video about, oh, she's supposed to paint that room. Of course, I'm not Superwoman. I don't fly. Not Superman either. I'm not a man. Not Super Dog either. I don't want to leave out him. He was in the new Superman. I hadn't seen it yet, but I've seen commercials. So he has a dog, and he's a super dog. But anyway, I'm not a Superwoman. I can only do one day at a time, small baby steps sometimes, but it will get done. But if I don't share my story about what's wrong with me, people's going to be wondering like, okay, today's another day, why isn't she doing some work around the house? Because some days I can't. And so it's not that I'm trying to gain anything from sharing my story. I want y'all to know about it because I want you to know why I didn't get to do something on today's video, because I'm trying to do a daily video. And I don't want to leave everyone in the dark that, well, kind of what I'm trying to say, I don't want to leave everybody in the dark like, you know, where's she at? I want to see a video. Well, I'm giving you a video, but it can't be maybe exactly a video what everybody's wanting, due to the fact that, you know, when I was doing door dashing and my lung infection started acting up, I don't want no pity from people. You know, because I'm not after nobody for nothing. You know, if you ask for me to pray for you, absolutely. The minute you ask me to pray, I'm going to bow my head, start praying for whatever your need could be. And, you know, because I know God's going to know who I'm talking about, and God's going to know, and Jesus, He's going to know who I'm talking about. I don't have to you know, I can say a prayer for you. And so if anybody needs prayers, please ask. I'll let you know I'm praying for you. And I hope others sees those comments. Like if, let's just say the name John. Like if a gentleman named John here on YouTube said he needs prayers for his mom. She's sick. I hope everybody that sees that lets John know that you're praying for him. And I'm praying for him. Let's get John's mom better. You know, that's the way I see it. Of course, I'm just using an example. Just John's mom. But, you know, that's what I want to see. I'd like to see prayer chains get started on my channel. You can do that through the comments. Other people can see it and pray for each and every one of these people. You know, sometimes I feel like prayer chains work even better. Because the more people you have praying, the more God's going to be like, you know, hearing, I think. I do think it helps. So if there's anybody that feels the need and would like for me, and if anybody else is willing out there to read comments and pray for other people, please leave that in the comments if you need a prayer. I'm happy to pray for you. And I'll let you know, I try to respond back to all of my comments. And I just, wanted to let you know I'm here for you. I only have so much time in the day. I'm taking care of my son. Like in the morning, I got to have my son on the bus roughly about 6:30. And so, yeah, it's just, it can make for some long times, but I just, kind of wanted to touch base and let others know on here that I'm not looking for anything when I mention I'm sick. I'm sure that's what a lot of people does. Says trying to look for things and gifts, that. I'm not. I'm looking for algorithm AdSense money. The one thing I want you to do, I want you to watch my videos. I want you to like my videos, make a comment. Imagine this. Imagine everybody. I want to be like Sophia on the Golden Girls. Picture this. If everybody watching this video right now and watches this video, watches it all the way, clicks that like button and comments. If my algorithm was 100%, did you know you will make you'll make more money? Now YouTube starts taking down money and there's less likes, less feedback, comments, less people watching. But if you got people sharing your page, your channel and things like that, sharing your video, that's what brings up algorithm. Liking, comment, sharing. But imagine, again, picture this. It's 2025. And everybody watch this video. Click like. Made a comment. and at least said hi. Hi, Kimberly. And you even shared it. That's how videos, YouTube, there's not a man behind the screen sitting there saying, let's build this channel up. Let's build this video up. And we're going to get people watching it. Put the algorithm in there. That's not how it works. It's a computer system that makes that algorithm go. I'm kind of giving y'all a little business talk, I guess, about YouTube, what I've learned. So, you know, it won't be long I'll have 3,000 subscribers, and I think it's wonderful. Never thought I'd even see that. Who knows? Maybe this time next year I'll be sitting there saying, look, everybody, I have 100,000 subscribers. Hey, let's go for a good one. Let's go for 1 million subscribers. And maybe I'll have that new double wide. But just kind of saying, you know, that's how YouTube works. It's a computer system that when they see a channel is getting attention, you know, they have a lot of likes, they have a lot of comments, it's getting a lot of attention, then that's when that computer grabs a hold of that video and pulls it up there. So there's not a man doing it. Don't think there's somebody, hey, you know, doing that number, laughing at you and saying, I'm going to keep that person down. Well, I'm going to go put that other person up. I like them. I don't like them, so I'm going to keep them down. It don't work like that, y'all. They're not sitting there laughing at you. You ain't got a man sitting there just, ha, 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 you know. That's not how it works. It's a computer system. So, just, that's kind of how algorithm works. So, and the reason why I was speaking about that, again, you know, with me being sick, and like today, I'm not able to paint. I'm barely moving right now. But I'm not trying to say that as a pity party that I want something off anybody. I don't. The one thing I do want is for you to watch videos, subscribe to my channel, comment, and share my videos if you can. Give me a shout out. Yay! And the reason I'm suggesting all of this is just because in my heart I felt led. I don't want people to think I want something off anybody. I don't. I do want stuff off YouTube. I do want to make money off YouTube. That's a big goal. I mean, you know, yeah, I'm a single mom. I could use some money. Unfortunately, I received I don't even know if I even should say anything. I received a paper in the mail that an old bill, I'm being sued. So I'm getting ready to put my Jeep up for sale and just, I guess say, you know, let it go. I can get enough to pay this, but it's just like really, when it rains, it pours. I mean, I know, what I'm saying is I know how to get myself out of any issue except for this. And this one I'm really worried about. I mean, I'm not going to worry. And I do have a plan I'll share with you here in a minute. But, you know, I can handle things. I put my big girl underwear on already and all that. But I guess you can say panties. I put my big girl panties on. And, you know, I may be a blonde, I may be a hillbilly, but I'm not dumb. And I guess I'm considered a little bit of an intelligent person. Sometimes my talk's different. Like, if I say, okay, you would say, like, I'm having to think to say it. You would say, going. See, I can't even say it right. Where I say, well, we're going to be going. Now, if you hear how I said it, we're going to be going. No G. But you would say it, we are going to be going. I can't even say it right because my southern accent's what you're going to hear. Another thing is, of course, I say y'all a lot. I do say ain't. Ain't a word. Yes, it is. I'll fight with anybody on that. Ain't is a word. So, I mean, I'm an old country girl. Um, I was raised farming, on the country. When I was a kid, I watched my Saturday morning cartoons, and I was out in the tobacco patch, working and things. We had stuff to do. But, yeah, I mean, I just kind of wanted to get on here and share with y'all about what was going on. But I wanted to make sure you understand, because I don't want nobody to ever think that I want something off anybody. I don't. The only person I want something from is YouTube, because ads is going to pay somebody. It might as well pay me. I mean, the way I see it. So I just wanted to let others know on here that, I'm not trying to be after nothing for anybody. I'm not trying to make up a sobby story about this chronic lung infection that ain't true. Trust me, it's true. I'm amazed I ain't coughed. If I did, I have to use this because I'd be out of breath. Mostly it's when I'm up walking around. That's why I started seeing signs of it today. Sitting still most time, I'm okay. But when I get up and take a few steps, when I get up and take a few steps, it can start to affect my breathing, and I keep this on me at all times, just whenever it hits me. And again, tomorrow I got to go to the drugstore and pick up my steroids, and I'll start to feel better. I feel very tight in my chest tonight. But you know how it happens, I'm not going to complain. But I don't want nobody to think I'm on here trying to get anything off anybody. I don't want nothing. I love each and every one of you is a person you are. I wouldn't try to fail anybody, because I look toward God, and Jesus is the answer to everything. When I say I'm praying for you, I mean I'm praying for you. You just got to let me know what to pray for, what your need is. And again, I encourage others to be praying for, whoever on here. Sorry, I thought I seen something over there when I turned my head. It wasn't nothing, though. Probably just a shadow, who knows. But, I never want anybody to think that I'm using my lung infection as an excuse trying to get stuff off people. I'm not. I'm real deal. I just want to get on here, and the reason I share it again is I'm just trying to let everybody know, I'm trying to put out a video. I'm tired. I may not be able to do something. A video that you wanted, but I wanted to get on here and do some kind of video. But if it's my lung infection causing it, I still want to let y'all know that's the reason why I'm just doing a little talk session video today. It's because I'm having an issue with my lung infection. When I was out door dashing, just going to the customer's door, setting their food down and taking a picture and walking back to the car, I was sitting there and I'd have to get this out and then take a couple of breaths off of it to get my breathing right. I would be wheezing as well. So I kind of wanted to let everybody know that it kind of follows along with the story of me. And I want to let y'all know the truth, but the lung infection's got to be included. That's part of my life. And that's the reason why I couldn't make a good video of painting or something like that. I could use extra money, so I DoorDash today. And I wasn't able to do painting and stuff. The other thing gets me tired, too. Gets me yawning. I'll probably sometimes I'll sit like on my couch looking a movie or something. The next thing I know, I'm just going like this. Fall asleep. That's part of the lung infection. Actually, I don't know if it's to do with the lung infection where I'm low on oxygen, or if it's to do with this part of my nose where I could possibly have skin cancer. I read that this happens with skin cancer as well. that's on your nose. Sometimes I see double vision. And again, I don't know if it's to do with a lung infection of lack of oxygen. And I also, let's go ahead and get off that subject. I also want to share with y'all in the morning when I get up and Caleb gets on the bus. After he gets on the bus, I've got the address to the skin doctor. They still haven't called me. Skin cancer doctor. It's on the next town over. So I'm going to drive down there and be like, hey, my doctor's office called y'all. I've got this on my nose and I'm very concerned. Will you please make me an appointment? I'm here. You've got the referral. I just need an appointment. So we're going to see how that turns out, and I'll let y'all know how that turns out. They may just tell me, blah, 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 as Charlie Brown's family would say, wah, 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 the adult people on Charlie Brown. And just, we'll have to call you back. Who knows? But I'm going to go down there and check this out in person because I want to get it seen about. You know, if it is skin cancer, I want to have it took care of. You know, I'm very concerned about it. It's been there a while. Very concerned. I mean, I'm fair-skinned. I'm a natural blonde. I was white-headed as a baby. And so, I mean, you know, yeah, I guess I could be at risk of it. So before it gets bad, if it ain't already, I hope not. And say a prayer for me for that. But I want to get it seen about and pray to God that they can do something about it without it deforming me or anything. You know, like taking it off without it deforming my nose. I don't know how deep it is. And if it did deform me in some way, I hope I continue to have YouTube followers and people wouldn't stop watching me because of that. That kind of makes me a little nervous. It's not how I would look, but it's how others would look toward me. You know what? I'd still get to have the life I have now, like YouTube and things like that. So anyway, everybody, I've ran my mouth long enough. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. I just want to get on here and do some kind of daily video. And I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Mostly I do cleaning videos and fixing my mobile home here. I'm in the process of getting ready to paint my son's room, paint my bathroom. I'm painting the kitchen too. It's slowly getting there. So this is what you're going to see when you watch my channel. Just today, you're not going to see that. But that's what my channel is kind of about. And it's about our life. Me and my son's life. And anyway, please make a comment. Say hi to me. Say anything to me. Say you don't like me if you don't like me. I don't care. A comment's a comment. I may not argue with you back or something. I won't do that. So I may not comment back if you're down in me. But I appreciate all the comments. Well, thank you everyone. And everyone, y'all have a blessed night. And I'll see y'all on tomorrow's video. Bye-bye, everybody.